What's up? Today we talk about the movie The Theatre Bazaar. I just did a video blog doing a promo for it, and I decided to delete it because I'm gonna give my full review. I see a lot of reviews for this. I guess people you watch it for 2011 last year, I guess. And so I guess some of them have the early DVD release. Well, I got it on the release date, so I wish I saw this movie earlier. But hey, the Theatre Bazaar. First of all, behind the scenes, commentary was pretty awesome. Definitely check out the commentary. What can I say? I love this anthology horror movie. It's some of it. I mean, I would say different, or we've seen it before. I just felt like I never seen it like this before for a long time. How about I say it like that? First story, Mother of Toads. I like that one. It was funny. I mean, you got these two tourists coming to Paris, France. Like, I guess Paris, France, right? French, France, oui, Michelle, whatever. They stumble upon this witch, right, old lady, which wanted to show this guy the necromancer book, because that's what the guy desired. So the woman gave him the card, and him and his wife decided to drive by the house. She didn't really want to go. She sent her to the spa. He decided to go to the house, and the witch kind of like bedazzled him, you know, while he was reading the book, gave him wine. And then she came out looking at a hot ass piece of ass. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but if I was the guy, I'd be like, damn, bitch, you could do that? You could look good like that? I'm like, shit, I'd be like, in my mind, like, speaking for me, I'd be like, you know what, you may be an old gilf. I might make an exception to stay with you. But anyway, but we were serious, man. The witch pretty much wanted him, you know, and the girl comes by to pick him up, and the girl saw the younger version of the witch doing her man. So she ran out, you know, and of course the woman is the mother of all toads. She turned into a frog monster, like, and pretty much killed the woman. And then the guy wakes up with the frog head. If I see the head at first, I'd be like, what the fuck? I get her right off the bed and shit. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I told her I said that old witch next to the bed. But she wasn't a bad old witch. She was a gilf, man. Fuck. You know, I'd be like, damn, she may be a frog, but she probably do some hippity hop sex. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, reality is, I think the guy would be freaked out by it. So he was on the run. Actually, he walked around. He wasn't running. Actually, he was walking around the woods. Come by, look, saw the witch by the house. The witch woman telling him, like, why you leave? Like some shit like that. And the guy say, stay away from him. You know, he walked out on the run again. Saw that his girlfriend died in the car. Like, he knew something was up. Turned around. No comment. I won't ruin no ending. Then we get the second story, I Love You. This one was good. I really liked it, man. Oh shit! But this guy, he's all paranoid. To me, and then the woman, this is a bitch, yo. It's like, yo, it might give you a good reason why to hate women, yo. If all women were like that, but she comes back to get her things from the house, you know. But first, the story starts with the guy waking up in blood, you know. You know, it's kind of predictable, you know. When you watch a lot of stuff like this, you pretty much figure out what's going on. But still, he wakes up in blood. Then he starts drinking, and the woman comes by the house to pick up the things. The man she's with now, trying to like tell her not to go, but she went up anyway. And she started packing up the things, and the man wanted to know, oh, why you leaving? I was calling you. You know, trying to get into the girl's business, you know what I'm saying? In her case, I'm going to blame this motherfucker. And the woman said, you know, she started saying some shit, you know, like, you know, after the sex was over, telling her ex-man, let's talk, I'll tell you everything. Yo, this woman, yo, she talks some good game, bro. She be like, yo, I was cheating on you for 3 years. And I think she said even before that, so the bitch was a whore back then. Like, if I'm corrected. And then I don't want to ruin the moment for you, so I'm not gonna ruin no endings for this, but you could probably figure it out on the second story, I Love You. And the third story is one of my favorites. I like all stories in this, but the third story is my most favorite because, you know, it's like old school to me. Because, you know, you got Debbie Chan, Scream Queen, one of my favorites, and you got the legendary horror icon, Tom Savini. I think they say he directed this too, and you can see. Wow, it's like a dream within a dream. One review on YouTube said it better. It's a dream within a dream. kind of like we're seeing a sucker punch, a dream within a dream. It's hard to explain about this guy had this wet dream. He wakes up, like he got scared. He punched his wife by accident. Played by baby watch out because the woman he had a dream about, the woman had spider pussy. Dude, she had spider pussy. I'm not fucking kidding you. When you see that scene, you be like, whoa, you be holding your nutsack like I'm holding my shit right now because I'm scared. You know? And it's hard to explain that he's just seen the psychologist, you know, played by Tom Savini. He needed help with his problem. And again, I have to pause again because I don't want to ruin that moment for you, you know what I'm saying? But Wet Dreams is really good. You won't be disappointed, trust me. Then you got the fourth story, The Accident. Now, after these 3 stories I just mentioned, after that, the other 3 stories will definitely give you a what the fuck moment. Now, The Accident is the 4th story, right? It's kind of pretty much taking a page book, I would say, like from movies from The Others or The Sixth Sense. That's what I would say in my opinion, because I don't know, it's hard to say. It's about this mother telling her daughter about death, about dying, and then as the movie, as this short sketch, horror anthology story sketch develops, you know what I'm saying? You be like saying, okay, is that what happened, or is it like that? You know, I mean, I'll let you guys figure that one out. Now, the 5th story is sick, bro. It is sick. It's called Vision Stains. Vision Stain, oh my god, it's about this woman, right? She started killing homeless women, right? And using this needle to steal their liquid, like eye liquid, and put it in her eyes so she could see their life story, their vision, their history, and write it down in the book. Yo, that's some sick shit, man. I'll be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this movie will make you cringe. It will make you cringe, alright? Shut the fuck up. Don't act like it didn't make you cringe with that scene. And pretty much the woman started murdering homeless women, started living their life. So one day she saw this hooker, right? Smoking her crack pipe. But the hooker was pregnant. So she wanted to know how it feels to see what she could see from a newborn baby standpoint of view. So she started living from a newborn baby. And yeah, it took a while. Yeah, she injected it in her eyes. And after that, you can figure out what happened after that. I don't want to ruin that ending moment for you. Now, the last story is called Sweets. Sweets makes you want to think a little bit, you know, about these 2 couples. And one reviewer said better. It's pretty much like the 2nd story, how the woman was telling the guy how she was going to dump him and why she's dumping him and what the shit she did. The last story is pretty much that, about this woman breaking this guy's heart. You see, like, candy get shit all over the house, like sugar. And she had, this girl, this 6th story, the female in the 6th story, Sweets, and I think her name was Sweets. She looked like Jackie Fangirl from YouTube. I actually thought it was her. It probably was her. Who knows? And she had her hair dyed out in every flashback scene. And she's with this guy who was in good shape at the time. She's like feeding him sugar, cake, fudge, some shit. And I don't know, she probably have a food fetish or something, you know. But then as the story develops, I'll be wondering, okay, what the fuck is going on? And I kind of like turned away. It was disgusting a little bit with the food process, you know, how they eat the food. And they get to the ending when they go to this like club with people that look goth and they eating, they have like an eating habit and shit, you know. And then you got your ending again. I can't ruin that moment for you. I know Mother of Toes, I ruined that ending for you, but that was too easy anyway. But the rest of it is, the Sweets kind of like was like a little fucked up though, you know. You'd be like you'd be like, dang, that's nasty, you know what I'm saying? But there's mixed reaction for this horror anthology. To me, this is definitely one of my favorite horror anthology. I definitely would put it in my top list. Let's say for a top 10 or a top 5. I actually did enjoy the acting. I enjoyed the blood and gore. I enjoyed the nudity. Yeah, I even enjoyed the Gilf. I think the Gilf was a piece of ass. Holler to the Gilf, alright? And but oh yeah, let me tell you the startup of the story. You know, mostly a lot of horror anthology usually have startups for horror movies, like, you know, like Tales from the Crypt type of thing, or Creepshow. You have the skeleton ghost, like, you know, hosted. Well, in this one you have Oda. I can't say this name right. Oda Kier. I can't say the guy's name right, but when you see the title, his face, you know who he is, because he's in a lot of movies. You know what I'm saying? And he played like the host for this movie when this mental lady who looks crazy decided to go to the theater called the Theatre Bazaar, sit down with the audience, and then she saw this a living mannequin pretty much tell her the story for each story, but he's telling her in mannequin form. You see each of the different mannequins, which represents all 6 stories, by the way. You know? And even when the crazy girl is looking at this guy, and as the story progresses, she be like, she probably was saying in her mind, shit, this shit is too fucking crazy for me. What the fuck I'm doing here? You know? Like, imagine that. You know, in her mind, like, probably seeing that in her mind. But as this, of course, as this intro sketch developed, it comes out more in the open at the end, and you see what really happens to the woman at the end. You know? Yeah. Please, guys, check this movie out. I say buy the DVD. I'm taking a gamble. I'm with confidence. I say buy the DVD if you're a fan of anthology horror, or you could just rent it if you like. But I say buy it. You can probably get it in a good deal. I actually paid the regular retail price for this, and for some reason I just took a gamble on it. I don't know why, but you know, as being a fan of anthology horror, you can check my movie reviews. I have a slew of track records when it comes to anthology horror. Anyway, guys, peace. And the movie's also close to 2 hours, so you pretty much, honestly, you get your money's worth. Not bad, right, guys?